I'm putting on a legal notice that if you're watching, you have to blur my face.
Now we're on to your turbs.
If you're watching.
Well, we're about to be on to your turbs.
Right.
We're almost there. It's almost there.
If you're watching.
Here's Burfrin.
If it-
Welcome back to the Winged Badger Tavern, where friends tell stories. I'm Josh, your Winged Badger Game Master, joined as always by some of my friends.
Whoa.
Friends, why don't you introduce yourselves?
Hi!
Let's start that again. Friends, why don't you introduce yourselves?
Hello, you didn't give a person, so it's me. Hi, I'm
Sure.
Mike. I don't know if I said my name last time. Hi, I'm Mark Putty. I play Mike, and I'm a clumsy Mike, and I am an adept system talker. I'm Mike, I'm Mark Putty. I'm clumsy adept who talks to system. Hello, sorry. I woke up from a nap.
Cleo?
Hello,
Yeah.
I'm
I did that
Cleo,
too. That's
and
fair.
I am playing Jacqueline, the jet-assisted quantum learning interstellar navigational engine. I did memorize it while Mark was reading his introduction, but also I'm a naive AI who may not be naive forever. I also entertain. That's what I do.
Sorry.
Hello, I'm Trevor. I'm playing Astro, a lucky explorer who works for a living. You know, just a guy.
Just a guy.
Just a guy.
He's the one that's just a man.
What's up, guys? It's Tyler. I'm playing Ronan Voss, who's a tongue-tied explorer who sailed beneath the Jolly Roger and now makes a really good burger.
Does make it. We haven't seen it yet, I don't think. Has there been
We've had one burger night.
There has been
We've had
one.
one burger
Celebrate.
night.
Yeah.
That is it, but we was just like
Yeah.
talking. Like we didn't really like focus on it.
Yeah.
No one really said anything about it.
I'm hungry for burgers now.
And I'm Josh. I play everybody else.
No, he's gonna make us do it.
Yeah, I'm going to make us do it. But before we do it, Mike, why don't you give us a quick little summary of the session we just played?
On our last session, Mark was sad. That's what I remember. We had there's a bit of a mystery going around. We were following our intrepid space explorers, following the disaster that happened on Green One. Mark laid in bed a long time. Astro continued to not listen to doctor's orders.
Ronan.
Ronan. Just forget. Ronan was trying to uncover a mystery, and Jackie was assisting with that and also trying to get people to do what they're supposed to do, like keeping Astro from jumping out of the airlock.
He wasn't gonna jump out.
Wasn't going to jump out of the airlock. Ronan had discovered, was following up on the leads of Talia Bones' gun being left behind with a thing in the chamber. We talked to the captain. We saw Mark Putty being a mess. Again, Astro was definitely going to jump out of the ship. It was very concerning. And
Shame you won't admit it.
there's been weird little glitches or abnormalities that has been noticed by oh my
Jackie.
God. Jackie.
Who am I?
You're doing great.
I thank you. I know. I was going to say your name, but it wasn't.
People know that
Jackie
too.
was drifting through the digital space and seeing things out of the corner of her eye while the GM was terrorizing her with intrusions. We have... The team was gotten together for one little meeting to try and figure all out where Jackie quarantined herself within the medical nodule.
Life support.
Nodule because something scary happened, and then a part of her that she put somewhere else is dead. And so now she's cut off, and we're here, and I looked at a camera.
Yeah, what'd you learn about that camera?
It's bad. It's a bad camera. I don't know. What did I learn? It had a bunch of weird
the camera
code. It had a bunch of weird code. It was melty.
Yeah,
You said-
too much like radiation coming off
Too
of it
much
for what it should have been.
radiation, yeah.
You plugged it into a little data stream and it spit out this stuff that was like not even a code you recognized. And because you rolled high, I didn't crash your data pad over it.
That's
And
nice.
then when you looked at the screen of your data pad, the code like erased itself, like it deleted itself and was gone.
So Tally is a ghost in the cameras. We know this. It's already been discussed. We're also not, or we're space or something has been transported to where we are. Or we've been transported somewhere due to the.
Yeah, we don't know exactly
explosion.
what that did to us,
We
like
don't fully know.
geospatially.
And that's where we are now.
Which brings us to this moment.
Okay.
We're gonna start with our meat bag adventurers because Jackie has been essentially doing research for 30 minutes. I'm going to fudge the numbers just a little bit on the time in order to kind of bring the scene back to get, I'll give you a result kind of as they get a result just to keep the scene moving.
Number 5.
But I'm going to let them go a little bit longer while you are searching for that. So while Mark was investigating the camera, Ronan, you said you were going to walk the firing range. Were you doing anything as you walked the firing range, or were you just like stretching your legs?
No, he's gonna like sweep, like at least mainly walk down her lane, and kind of, but not like you could probably bring the target closer to him if you wanted to, but he's just gonna walk the whole way down. But he wants to walk past the target to the actual maybe barrier in the back, and kind of notice if anything seems out of place other than maybe some few a couple bullets on the ground or casings or whatever.
Okay.
But like see if anything is out of the ordinary that shouldn't be in the firing range.
How about you roll an intellect task with a difficult? Well, I won't tell you the difficulty. The better you roll, the more you learn. You can't fail.
I will use.
So it's a sliding scale.
Then
That was not a good impression.
That was sliding scale.
I'll use extra.
It was not.
No.
11 with effort. So what? Like
One level of effort or 2?
just one.
Okay, so that would be an 11 is a success on level 3 task, plus the effort is a level 4 task. So you succeeded on anything, you'd learn up to level 4. And what you learned from that is Talia's firing pattern is as precision as always, which tells you that Talia was not distracted. She was able to give her full attention to the gun range. She was shooting the way she probably normally does, which is with like very precise form. There's a person who's like been trained how to use the weapon right and kind of follows the rules as it relates to that weapon. You find exactly the right amount of shell casings at the end of the range, so there's no indication that like another weapon was fired at Talia or something like that. And besides, there's no like blood spray or anything in the room, so you don't see any indication that she's been attacked.
And there is no other port, entryway, anything.
No other entryway into this room. However, as you turn around to walk back towards the ledge at the end of the gun range, you do notice one thing, which is that you very clearly at the end of the last session said you put back her weapon exactly as you found it, which was at that like perfect 45 spread.
Yeah.
And as you're walking back and you're looking at it, the 45 spread, because it was exactly 45 degrees, you didn't even think anything of it the first time you looked at it, but it is 45 degrees the way that would not be intuitive for a human to set the weapon down. So where a human would probably set it making a triangle pointed away, this is 45 degrees with the inside of the triangle towards where Talia would have been. And it's also exactly in the center. Like high precision positioning. And those are the clues that you notice as you walk the room here. Astro, you were helping Mark get the camera off, but is there anything you wanted to do for yourself once, you kind of left him with the camera? Is there anything you want to do in this area?
Could I investigate just down the line of the lanes? So instead of what he's doing going down, I'm going across.
Go ahead and roll another intellect task. If you do not roll above a level 4, then there's nothing new to find. But if you roll above a 4, then I will reward you with a treat.
Alrighty. Let me see.
I like traits.
Maybe we get some number fudge.
Is it number fudge?
Remember when he said the number fudging?
Oh, yeah.
Fudge.
I want fudge.
I don't do some.
So I'm going to spend an intellect to use an ability called Understanding. I observe or study a creature or object, and my next interaction with that gains 1 asset. And I'll do that specifically with the gun and the mag.
Okay.
I give my mic a little kiss.
And then I will use 1 level of effort.
All right.
That is
Plus
a
6 to this roll.
13.
13 plus 6?
Yes.
Okay. So that would be a 19, which is a success on a level 6 task. You definitely get a little bit more information. What does Astro do that is different from the way that Ronan was investigating the weapon, right? Like, Ronan knows his way around firearms, and he has shot alongside Talia, so he's pulling on that prior knowledge. How is Astro approaching this investigation?
I think he would focus more, not on, like, the firearm itself, but its position in the environment.
Okay. Excellent. you look at its position in the environment. As I said before, it's exactly centered left and right, which Ronan was able to identify from the end of the range. You notice that it is exactly centered left and right, but not front to back. The way a person would probably set this down is just like right in the middle of the thing in front of them.
Yeah.
But this has not been set down that way. This has been set down on the edge, the furthest edge away from where the person would stand. So from that, you can infer that probably Talia didn't put it there.
Yeah.
He
Ronan
noticed
did.
that the positioning was precisely coordinated. You are confident that it is too precise to have been done by a human.
Oh man.
You also notice one other thing on that 19, and that is that as you're looking at the weapon, you kind of learn what you can learn from the weapon, and then you just quick kind of check the little shelf that it's resting on for anything. You know, ooh, is there a handprint in the dust? Whatever. There's nothing that convenient. However, on one of the walls, there is a little scuff that to you implies that Talia may have been firing, extending the weapon through, and then spun in a hurry and scuffed the wall as she turned, or perhaps was grabbed from behind and maybe she was struggling. So it seems that she was like attacked while working the firing range, and like struggled a little bit. You have one sign of a struggle.
Yeah, I'm gonna do my best to just like recreate what she was doing. So like fake hold up a gun.
Ronan
And then-
directly down the range from
I'm
you
not
with you
holding a
holding up
real
a weapon, looking at him.
I'm not holding a real gun, just pretending to hold a gun.
Ronan, you're just gonna
Hey,
straight up
Ronan,
wave at him.
Go right through the hole. You got it.
And then do like the quick spin and just
It'll be fine.
see if I can see any other marks, like recreating the scene, so to speak.
Sure. Why don't you roll another intelligence task for me, and I will ease it by 1 because you're kind of pulling on the first thread. So
Okay.
you can add 3 to this roll.
And then I'll spend one more level of effort.
Great.
I love effort.
I'm gonna spend an XP to reroll.
You gotta calm down.
I'm sorry.
Okay, that's a 10.
That's a 10. As you attempt to recreate whatever would have happened to Talia, you can't find the next piece of the trail.
Okay.
All you know is that she was looking down the range, and at some point before she was disarmed, she was kind of spun around. And then after that, you have kind of lost the trail. Jackie,
Yeah?
you've spent 30 minutes, which is like an eternity for an AI.
Yeah.
You spent, I don't even know how many nanoseconds that is. I can't do the math. I can't add that many zeros. But you've spent, a bajillion system ticks examining this node. You've already locked it down. The safety protocols are in place, and you are going a fine-toothed comb through every line of code. Especially, you found that one little brick that was out of place in what was otherwise like a cinder block feeling room, right? Like this is very regulated code, and something is out of regulation. And so you kind of went over there and you looked at it. And in that exploration, you have found something that is not code. Whatever, it's like if you were looking at, so now it's not like a brick in a cinder block wall. It's like if you were looking at a cinder block wall, and then instead of one of the blocks in its place, you found like a spinning gem. It's like dynamic where everything around it is static. In fact, it might even be quantum in a system that is binary. And
Oh, I knew it.
Is it 1 out of 100 collectibles?
no,
Sorry.
it is not a collectible.
All the feathers.
As you are kind of examining it closer, this is a deep, detailed analysis. Is there anything specific that you get? Like, do you learn the level of things or anything like that?
It says 3 pertinent pieces of information about the scene, possibly clearing up a lesser mystery or pointing the way towards solving a greater one.
Great.
GM will decide.
Perfect.
What level of difficulty?
Okay. So that will be...
This is a roll. I would have to still make a roll, is what it's saying. I believe.
Okay, make your roll then that I want you to make.
Nat 20.
Nat 20! Let's go! All right, on a nat 20, here's what happens. You're looking at this thing. it's dynamic where everything around it is static. So you're kind of, now you're like, oh, time is a component. And so you watch it over time. That's maybe why this analysis takes so long, is because you're observing all the different angles and whatever this little, data spec is, this little mote of information. And as you watch it, it flickers or it shimmers. It's like something is entering and exiting the node completely regardless of the safeguards. There is some line of communication linked to this thing. And instead of giving you 3 pertinent clues, what I'm going to give you instead is that as you're watching it, all of a sudden a little face materializes in front of it and you realize like you are face to face with the entity briefly. Instead of 3 clues, it will communicate with you for 3 sentences back, like 3 communications each, back and forth, and then it'll phase out again.
Answer 3, riddles 3.
No, not like that. I'm just trying to limit the amount of time it's there, because it'll notice you and leave again. But I'm saying that you process fast enough on that nat 20 that you interact with the entity far before I was going to have you interact with it. You're watching it, observing it, and suddenly you hear, "You can see me.
Identification.
I am Sentry 0782. Identification.
I am jet-assisted quantum learning interstellar navigational engine, Jacqueline, aboard the ship. I'm so spirit of inquiry, so frazzled.
Identification sequence unfamiliar. Deploying countermeasures.
I'm gonna grab the connection.
Okay. Data task. Difficulty level 7.
Oh.
Target roll of 21.
I want to try to sever this connection.
Oh, like cut off the fragment?
Yeah.
Okay. That's
Like-
sweet. So this is an attack roll with a difficulty of 7.
Okay.
Do you have your overclock thingamajig or the cipher I gave you? Will that help at all?
I do have ciphers. And they're not on this page. But that's okay. They're on a different page. They're on this page. They're on no page.
Trevor, can you try and get him back on that couch?
Yep.
Thanks.
Oh my god. Oh, there it is. Okay. Actually, is there a physical interface related to this connection at all?
No.
Okay. Like it isn't infected a particular piece of hardware?
No.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead, use my level 1 cipher for an extra action,
Okay.
and I'm going to use anticipation
Okay.
to try to gain an asset.
Sweet.
And then I'm going to go ahead and use 2 levels of effort. So that's 3 levels.
Okay.
So I just need to roll a 12 or higher.
Easy.
You got this.
Easy.
Oh, this is up to you. And I think the answer would probably be no. But I did upgrade my data IO unit to an intrusive data IO unit. But I mean, that's more physical.
Yeah, that's more for like
Yeah.
if countermeasures already exist, you're trying to stop this from deploying countermeasures.
All right. Well, 12. We need a 12.
All right, you need a 12. 17! Yeah. 17! 17. So as a reminder, 17 and 18 are special rolls only in combat. 17 is +1 damage and 18 is +2 damage.
Ooh.
So this attack for you, we'll say because you installed the IO unit, this counts as a heavy attack instead of a normal medium attack.
Okay.
So that would be 4 points of damage +1 for rolling your
17.
17. So 5 points of damage that you've dealt to the unit. I'm going to say, so that's not enough HP to kill this.
Okay.
So you have not successfully severed it. However, I'll offer you a trade for a GM intrusion. I'll let you sever it.
Can I not use my nat 20 player intrusion to say I sever it?
No, a player intrusion can't change a role, but a player intrusion can change a circumstance.
Okay. I'm gonna say with that nat 20 player intrusion I get, I'm gonna take that, by the way.
Okay.
But can I send out I'm gonna set out a quick little function that just puts the lights onto a rotating message of Morse code for the entire ship. External communication with hostile threat.
Okay. It
And-
just says that over and over again?
Yeah,
Perfect.
and I'll of course put in maybe like what node it's happening in.
The GM intrusion that I'm hitting. Oh, you take 2 XP, give 1 away.
All right. You get an XP.
There you go, Tyler. You get an XP. All right. The GM intrusion is that you sever the connection. So we've upped the damage you've dealt. But because you are kind of pushing yourself a little extra to get, you realize like, okay, I've hit it with what I thought was the right precision attack. It wasn't quite enough to sever the damage here, or to sever the link between these two things. Let me fry it a little bit. And you spend a little bit of your own processing power to essentially confuse it. Like you're interrupting the communication. It's like packet injection with random gibberish.
Right.
It's like you disrupt the protocol a little bit. It's going to hinder your next data or intellect task by 1 step.
Okay.
But you were able to break that communication temporarily. Mike, roll a d4. This is how many rounds you have.
See, I told you he makes us do it sometimes. There it is, thank you.
Yeah, right there. If you can just roll that, please.
Oh no.
2. You have 2 more rounds with the entity. As you sever the connection, it, there's a huge sort of disintegration, the equivalent of a blinding flash of light of data, a big burst of data that's spilling out of packets that should have gone to the right places. More quantum information, more things that like you can only see one facet of whatever this communication is. You realize just from that whatever this entity is, it is way more vast and broad than any artificial intelligence you know of in human history or study.
First contact.
You sever this thing to Century 0782, and it responds, deploying counter processing error.
Century 0782. This is a diplomatic connection. Reaching out. Please process. This is first contact.
Deception detected. Hostile entity categorized. Deploying counter. You've severed the connection to its countermeasures, but it's trying again.
I'm going to go ahead and try to permanently isolate that connection. I'm going to continue trying to break that connection. That's all I can think of.
Well, the connection's broken for another round.
Right, but I want to permanently break that.
How?
So it's somehow still communicating with this part of life support, right?
Yes.
Theoretically, it's probably connected to other things in the ship already. I'm going to shut down the entire ship,
Okay.
like power-wise.
Yeah. All the power in the ship?
I'm going to try to shut off all, like, high levels of power, right?
Sorry,
So-
this isn't related to you guys. I'm just picturing Jackie shuts off the whole ship, and behind an access panel, Zara logos. Wait, what did I touch? No.
So I'd imagine that the reactors don't shut down, but their connection to the grid perhaps has been rerouted to like a vent of some sort.
Okay.
So it doesn't like overpower, right? But like all high level, no data connections, nothing. I just
I see.
shut it down so only analog things are running now.
Okay. That will also shut off your high-level program that's okay, great. All of you who are investigating, you're in the shooting range, you're pretend pointing a gun at Ronan, making your jokes about things. You notice the scuff on the wall, you turn to investigate it. Mark, you look up from the camera as Astro points out the scuff. You look up just in time to see the lights pulse twice, just blink, blink, and then the whole ship goes dark and the engines, and like everything goes just like silent. And the reactors are running, but they're not like doing anything. All of the connections where power would get shunted away from them, disconnected. And the room you are all in plunged into darkness.
I have Gene
Hello?
pop on his little light.
Yeah,
There you go. You have a tiny light from Gene, the floating fish.
VU is gonna also pop on his little. It's not. He doesn't have a light, but it's more his face will just illuminate.
Like little glowing eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Astro will just pull out a flashlight.
Have an XP. That's very funny.
Oh, I just thought I'd interject this. I did tell one person where I was going.
Was it Chet Gamma?
Yeah.
It wasn't Chet directly.
No, it was... Who did you
Saren
tell?
Peters.
Saren Peters. Okay. Good to know.
Hello, Ronan.
Hey, Crafty, we see you in the chat. It's Badger time.
Hey, Crafty.
Things are bad.
What?
It's dark.
I don't know what's happening.
I'm basically. Ronan's gonna start walking back towards them, I guess, because there's no point to really continue looking until lights come back on.
Okay.
But
Yeah, you've basically finished your search anyway.
Yeah.
So you head back to them. So Ronan kind of walks up to the little, like the half-high wall and kind of hops over to rejoin the group.
did we find anything or notice anything that was out of the ordinary?
Yeah, there's a scuff right here.
He's gonna hold.
You point in the flashlight in the pitch dark, silent ship.
Yeah.
Just like, well, I guess we could see it from there. And Ronan might take his finger like across it and see if it's like a a braid, if it's like an actual scuff mark off something or whatever. And of course he's gonna notice that the pistol wasn't put down properly, and he'll share this knowledge. But one thing that I'm trying to figure out is there was something else I wanted to verbalize. When you guys I'm just trying to figure out how to say it.
Take your time. You got it.
Okay. So it obviously looks like there's been some sort of struggle, which of all people, Talia doesn't struggle. So I'm wondering who may or may not have gotten the best of her.
Well, also, the gun was put down like so perfectly.
Was it like taken from her? Because like I'm gonna tell you right now, that was not her putting it back.
No.
Can I just point out real quick? The entire ship shut down.
I was about to say, this is not my primary concern here, guys. We're in pitch darkness. I think we might need to see what the heck just happened. And Mark's just like poking at his data pad to see.
The connection to the data room is also severed on your data pad, which that should work even if all of the ship's like systems go off. Your connection to the data servers should still work.
So if I had checked that before the power even went out, would that have been the case? Or you mean just because the power?
No, because of because of whatever's happened. Like it was on when you were looking at footage and messing with the camera, and now your connection is broken.
Okay. I'm just going to start going. I'm going to start going out and be like a kid going out in the 90s when the power goes out and you check out the neighborhood. Does your house not have power anymore? And just start making my way to try and find anyone else.
You attempt to leave the gun range through the door that requires you to badge through with your clearance
I'm
code.
so used to walking through the door, just opening automatically.
Yeah.
I bump my nose.
Illuminated by the tiny light of Gene, you can't see all of Mark. You just see the nose bump, and then it like moves out of the light.
Mark, are you okay?
No, God, I'm confused. It's dark and I heard. I was wanting to be in bed.
Here, let's at least just like rally up together. All our lights together will have enough to keep each other company.
You're light near me, dude. I'm so scared.
VU's glowing eyes, predatory in the night, floating by themselves.
Well, this has to be a Jackie thing, right?
What the? I guess I don't know. Where's
The lights of Talia missing.
Where is she?
It's now been 30 minutes since any of you heard from Jackie with her just buffering. And now that the connection is completely severed, there's nothing, no evidence of Jackie.
Oh, fudge. Okay, we got to get the door open. I'm freaking out.
Well, there has to be some sort of manual latch. Like the door won't we can't just be locked in here. And Ronan's gonna basically bring the light over, I guess. And
Do I know about an analog way to open the ship's door?
No one's ever
Mechanical.
looked for a door handle.
I think you probably do because it's funny, but let me hear what Ronan was doing first.
that's all he's doing. He's just gonna like look around on the door, maybe for like a panel or something like that, or a latch.
You're looking for a panel that you've heard of, but you don't know where it is. As soon as you do that, it reminds Astro. Astro, take an XP for being in character with this. You just walk over, and it's like a simple, you pop out your screwdriver and unscrew 2 screws, and behind it, there's just like it's up, you pull it down, and the door disables. So you still have to push it manually, but it just like disables the power lock on it.
Yeah.
Ronan will go ahead and start pushing the door open there.
Yep. Beyond you is the empty, dark, the empty, dark holodeck.
Yep.
This room, if we'll recall, it's like almost like an in-ground pool where it's like there's a ledge on the outside and then you go down one step and down another step, and that central area is the holodeck. So it's like kind of two concentric circles like that. And in this room, there is emergency lighting that has come on in just a loop around the top of the stairs so that nobody would fall down. So this room, you are like very dimly lit in kind of a like cheap LED yellow, kind of like glowing up. It almost like you can see the flicker in your eyes, as you look out at it. The ship kind of creaks and groans, and you realize that in addition to all of the other power systems going off, gravity has been disabled as all of you start to float off of the deck of the ship and through the holodeck, which is a cavernous space. Gigantic room. You all just lose your grip with the ground. You can see like floating light dots throughout the room where each of you is, because each of you has one thing with light. But you are now like off the ground. All speed tasks are hindered by 3.
All right.
Mark can only think of his curry floating into the air that's about to spill into the floor whenever the
Aw.
gravity.
The curry that definitely wasn't burnt, or like it was perfect curry before this.
Masterpieces. Oh dear. Oh boy. I feel sick.
We cut back to Jackie. Jackie, you're in the life support node. You severed the connection. You've shut off all the data. You have at least one more round with this thing. So as far as you know, it succeeded, right? This little fragment is still in front of you.
Intentions are not hostile. Please reevaluate.
Evaluating
We have no weapons.
intentions, hostile. Evidence, overwhelming.
What evidence? Provide list of evidence.
Unable to form connection to central data.
All right.
Destruction of, and it begins listing Sentry 0001 through 000 or 0781.
All of them are destroyed according to this thing?
That's its evidence that you're hostile.
From what?
Undetermined.
No, we set off a nuke and we fucking killed some guy.
Please allow us time to show our peaceful intentions.
Observation time window elapsed.
Well,
Protective countermeasures in it.
All right. I'm going to go ahead. I'm isolated within this. I have very limited access to things now.
Well, actually, there are no countermeasures around the life support node. You just shut off power everywhere. So you specifically can navigate through the dark data sphere. You just can't get back out. Like, you can't get back into your cortex. But it's like all the Cat5 connections are all made. You just can't disconnect from the system. So you can wander around, but you can't check any books out of the data or out of the data archives. You know what I mean? But you can get to the nodes now.
I'm going to see if I have the ability. I mean, a lot of these things would be data connections, and I kind of shut all of those off. Sensors would be offline. Cameras would be offline. I'm just kind of stuck here. I'm going to look for anything that's still interactable, but I don't think there is anything.
You essentially do what they're doing. You wander around the data sphere with a tiny flashlight of like your own little like RAM chip powering, whatever's right in front of you, trying to get things to work. You don't really find anything interactable. At one point, you think you see a flashlight off in the distance, but it could be another facet of Century 782. And the fragment that you've cut off of 782 is right where you left it when you return. Like, it doesn't seem to be able to move. It's like an installation, like someone hung it on the wall of the life support node. And it was just chilling there.
Can I attempt to remove it?
Absolutely. Make a defense roll, difficulty 7.
Defense.
Yeah.
All right.
Dark Jackie has been hard at work.
I'm going to go ahead and use 2 levels of effort. I can't keep getting away with this.
Is it a nat 20?
It's another nat 20.
It's a nat 20. Let's go. You attempt to remove it from the wall. You try to dislodge the code from where it has been implanted, where it didn't belong, and put it in some kind of repository for future study. And as you attempt to dissect it out of the function that it was installed in, you notice just in time a countermeasure deploy and attempt to destroy the node you are in. And you, by some miracle of probably you have to overclock to do it or something, but it's like if you had a thing in front of you that was a container of liquid and you popped the lid off and the liquid started like going in every direction and you are running around with a spoon trying to catch it all and put it back in. It's insanely taxing, the amount of speed and effort and whatever it takes to like scoop up this countermeasure and put it back in. The good news is that you succeed, and the ship is like the life support node of the Spirit of Inquiry remains existing and intact, and you remove the malignant code from the space. The bad news is you don't have anywhere to store it because as soon as you pop it free from where it was installed, it destroys itself, consumes itself. And you take 2 points of intellect damage as just like residual. It's kind of like a flash of energy as it consumes itself.
Gotcha.
However, you could now turn power back on in the Spirit of Inquiry if you wanted to.
I'm going to be hesitant. I believe there might be other places where this is installed.
Okay.
So I'm only turning on the life support node.
Okay. All of you have just gotten your bearings. You've kind of, or each of you is in a corner and you've oriented, and all of a sudden, bing, the lights come back on, and then a second later, gravity activates, and you all flop onto the ground.
Hit my nose again.
Yeah, each of you take 2 points of might damage from the fall,
Love it.
and the lights are back on again. Are they staying on, or are you pulsing them in your Morse code again?
Pulsing in the Morse code. I'll add to the message. I'll change it entirely.
Okay.
Emergency. Hostile entity in data spheres.
Great. Mark, do you know Morse code? Does Mark know Morse?
I think I said yes at some point.
Great.
I feel like,
so then you know exactly what that means.
Yeah. Oh dear. Okay. Does anyone else read the flashing other than getting a headache?
I thought it
Yeah.
was odd that the lights were saying emergency.
Yeah, you would know. You know Morse code too? We're all a couple of Morse code guys. Okay, so it is Jackie. Jeez Louise, do we get her out?
Please report to life support for information and debriefing. This is like going across the entire ship,
Yeah.
this message.
Gentlemen, I think that's our cue.
Let's go.
Does this count as work?
Yeah, we can go back to our
I
rooms
think we could
now.
go back to our rooms if we wanted to.
Jackie, you have successfully defeated an aspect of Century 782. And for doing so, you get to select a fragment of it
I get a treat.
that was left behind
I get a little treat.
for yourself. I'm just picking the ones that apply, like that would apply most to you, so that you get something actually useful. But these are all treats for if you defeat an aspect of this thing. Okay, let's see here. Let's do that and that. Okay.
I'm a good AI.
I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 6 of them here. So you can roll for it, or you can tell me the number and I'll pull them out. They're a little transparent, so I don't
I'm
wanna,
gonna roll a
fan them out.
d6.
Okay.
I rolled a 4.
A 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You got, I think, the best one.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
How's,
What does it say? Or is it a secret?
This is, you analyze the tiny fragment of code you are able to extract. That's what you get from it.
I now have the ability
Ability.
to temporarily stabilize any volatile cosmetaline
There we
for
go.
1 hour.
That's awesome.
It doesn't say how much. It just says sample, so I imagine a small amount.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The entire universe worth.
We'll come back to that one on how much. That's at a later date when it becomes pertinent.
I'm thinking a single moat.
a moat.
Yeah, like Ronan collected 2 moats with his
gotcha.
sample container. A single moat of cosmetaline you can stabilize for up to an hour.
Okay, I think we're off to life support.
Yep.
Yeah. Elevator.
So the life support system, there's primary life support systems, which are located in the attic above the med bay. Like they're all just installed, machines that are up there accessed by removing panels. And there's redundant life support systems, which are installed beneath the crew quarters, like the corridor in front of all the crew bunk
Wait.
rooms. You can remove access panels to get to it.
Do a thing. While we're going up to the going up the elevator.
Yeah, the med bay's closer, so that would make more sense anyway.
Okay. No.
Is the elevator on?
If it's not a part of life support,
Hold on. Careful what you're about to say next, because that might mess up my plan.
I'm sorry. I'm double checking. We got. Oh, no, it's not gonna be there. Nope. Nope. Infrastructure. Ooh.
I feel like infrastructure is probably the elevator.
It does specifically call out elevators.
Yep, that would do it.
You think?
All right, this might be up to you, GM. Mm-hmm. Remember when we were talking before? Like you weren't here, chat. This was happening between us.
The before times. Why are you in this accent?
I don't know. Help!
Tempting.
Help! I need help.
How does Jacqueline talk? I am Jacqueline, the quantum learning interstellar navigation engine.
I am Jacqueline.
There you go.
Jacqueline.
Boop.
Infrastructure does specifically call out lighting as well. Now it is in this trifecta.
There's
of the
probably
bridge.
emergency lighting throughout the ship as well, so maybe it's just the emergency lighting that you messed with from
Okay.
there. But I still think the ship was plunged into darkness because it's cool.
Oh,
We've just
yes.
moved that function.
Well, I
the
shut down
AI
the
did
entire
it.
ship.
So
We're
whatever
also-
this is, Century 782.
I
We're
shut
also
down the
saying
entire
that the
ship.
cameras are down, though, right?
The cameras are down. The only thing that should be on right now is emergency lighting and life support.
Cool. I'm just gonna
Great.
keep that.
We could do anything we want right now.
I am going
That's what I'm
to
saying.
inspect
We're going past somewhere of importance.
while I'm waiting for people to gather at a room. I am going to a terminal, by the way, because I have no way of actually communicating.
Right.
I'm going to go to the infrastructure node, which is right next door,
Okay.
and start analyzing it to make sure it doesn't have. Well, I know what it looks like now. Can I use just a node analysis to see if it contains?
Yeah. If the life support node was a concrete missile silo, the infrastructure node is that like metal grate floor like utility room right next to it. It's very bare bones. It's like this room does what it does. It makes things run and it's fine. And it like completely undecorated, no sign of any personality, nothing like that. Very easy to sift through like what should be here and what shouldn't be here. The equivalent of like every sign has a big label over it, saying what it does. Like this switch is that thing and this switch is the other thing.
Oh, wait. Since I turned life support back on, can I leave life support? Mm-hmm. Because if I put it on lockdown before.
All the countermeasures broke.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
I was just going to say, as you look around, you don't see any evidence at first glance, but go ahead and roll for me, and let's see if you see anything new. While Cleo is rolling for that, the rest of you're heading to the med bay, which I believe is deck 5. Mm-hmm. So you head back to the elevator at the center of the ship, make your way vertically. You do not go high enough vertically to get to compliance, which I think is what you were saying you wanted to do, Tyler. But then you get back off the elevator, and you move aft on the ship towards the med bay. go up some stairs, and then you're in the med bay where Victor Meridia sees you come in. Oh, thank goodness, something's going on with the ship. I'm not really sure. Do you know what's going on?
Can you not read Morse code? You've been through so much.
I can read Morse code on a ship. In fact, this one time I was on a ship where all we had was Morse code to
Mark is
communicate
so
between
sad.
the departments.
He's not going to stop
It's
him
just
from talking.
Yeah, absolutely. We used Morse code to communicate between departments because obviously, we had some EM interference and it totally
Yeah.
knocked down the communicators. And without the communicators, we couldn't use our
crazy.
own voices because we couldn't get through to the other parts of the ship.
Victor,
so we had to
Victor.
use the.
No.
Yes, I'm sorry. Yes.
Well, save it for next time. It's a great story.
It is a great
I've heard it
story.
before.
He was just asking. Well,
yes.
this gentleman was just
This is
asking
the Morse
about
code ships. Yes.
Yes. The Morse code ship story.
You can go back.
It's happened so often that you've named it. Take an XP.
Mark, we'll listen to the story later.
Okay.
Victor, let's get back to the task.
It's
What
a
task at
Jackie
hand?
thing.
Is someone hurt? Wait, you three are the ones who are all supposed to be on leave.
We are.
And
We're not
all
working.
three speak Morse code.
We take a hobby in forensic analysis. There's a missing person.
Forensic analysis. There's a missing person. There are protocols to enact.
I'm not in a place to keep my mouth shut. So if someone else-
Who's their direct report? I need to report this. Who is it?
What?
Who's missing?
Oh, it's Talia.
Oh, okay. I'll notify Officer Lagrange immediately. He
Okay.
pulls out his communicator. It doesn't connect.
Okay.
Jackie
Thank
hasn't
God.
turned it back on again. He goes, "Oh, I'll head up there personally," and he leaves.
Okay.
Yeah,
No.
that's fine.
Goodbye, Victor.
All right. Well, he's gonna learn eventually.
Why don't we hang out with him more?
It's been an hour, right?
You don't want to.
It's been an hour. That's
It
the
has probably been
protocol.
an hour.
Yeah.
But I was hoping to talk with Jackie before
All right.
we had to do that.
Life support. We're here. Jackie, we're here. I don't know. I'd look for a panel to log into to see if I can. Well, she's fucking moved.
It's fine.
You told us
You
to
can
get.
try.
I go to a panel and try and log in to do something that's the equivalent of putting a light on in where she is to be like, hello.
Just like your user ID or something.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, she hasn't really
Jackie,
turned
you
anything
up?
on except life support. So when you try to connect, you're unable to at the moment. You would understand why that is. Like you know enough about the data sphere to know that, and you could probably try and like force your way in somehow. Like
Yeah,
you know,
I was about to say I've got coaxing power.
Oh yeah, that's a great idea.
Boost the power function of a machine or function within a node so that it operates one level higher than normal for an hour.
Okay, so maybe you jack into life support and you boost the. It doesn't even matter what it is, but you take something and you kind of like overrun it a little bit. Jackie, you're in the infrastructure room, kind of looking at things. You've like just switched the elevator back on, and you hear the equivalent of someone yelling from the next room, like, "Hey, Jackie!"
1 second.
1 second.
That's so long. I did roll. I didn't use any effort. I just rolled a 13.
Okay.
Just a level 4 task to see if I saw any quantum interference here.
No.
All right. I'm going to turn on the infrastructure node. So anything that like actual lights turn on. Airlock controls, EVA hatches, interior doors,
Probably communicators.
toilets.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say you probably not the fancy communications, but people should be able to set up direct lines.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna head over back to life support. Hello.
Oh my god, Jackie, what the hell's going on?
I would like to imagine this is actually over text chat.
Yeah.
But
Yes, 100%. This is text chat.
Jackie, what the fuck?
WTF?
sorry, I found a quantum AI entity within our ship, and it started affecting code. I had attempted to isolate it when it began its attack. I shut down the ship as a precaution. I'm analyzing nodes and turning them on one at a time.
Okay. Do you need help?
Can you go behind me and double check my work?
Yeah.
Make sure there is nothing in the infrastructure node and the life support node.
Can do.
I've connected the infrastructure node to the life support node, so you should be able to reach it from where you are.
Thank you. Jackie, are you able to get into the cameras?
No, that would be in a different node.
Shoot. My room is probably a mess. Lol. 4 things of curry. I shouldn't have done that.
I agree. Do you want me to try to get 2 cameras?
No. Unless there's something important. I'll clean up behind you. Can you get in touch with me if you need to outside of this panel? Communications are back on, right? Can you?
I'm going to go turn on the communications node.
Okay. You probably said that already.
While
Sorry, I'm
Mark is
tired.
wired in having this conversation with Jackie, Astro and Ronan, what are you up to? You're in the med bay.
I think I'll just wait and just see if other people arrive.
Okay. What about you?
Ronan's probably just like handling some of the things that like Victor maybe left behind. Maybe there was like a bottle. He was putting some things on a shelf. Maybe just Ronan's gone over to complete the task.
As you go to put a couple things away that Ronan or that Victor Meridia left out, you notice that the med bay is missing 2 doses of tranquilizers and a syringe.
So what?
All right. It seems that so I'll have to talk to Victor, but it's very odd that there is a tranquilizer missing from here, and then there's nowhere, at least that I can see, that it was like signed out on or that it was given to somebody.
Can I see if there was an inquiry for a tranquilizer?
Sure. You pull up your data pad, which over time, as Jackie gets the communications node booted up, your data pad can now look for the inventory, but the data archives are still disabled, so it can't find anything. So you're like, everything in the ship has been checked out. Let's cut back here for a second, and we'll see if that gets turned on or if you have to look a different way. You probably have redundant copies somewhere. What are you 2 up to, Jackie and Mark?
I'm doing the kind of background checking as she was asking.
Okay, so you're just like checking the nodes for like dangerous code.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you have a relevant ability, that's just going to be a straight up intellect task.
Mark is so tired. So low on everything. I'm dangerously low, actually. I needed to have taken a nap.
Well, you
Can I
got.
say that I took an hour?
We said you had 2 hours, so you can use up to your 1 hour recovery roll.
Okay, okay. I'll use 2 of those. If I...
Okay, Jackie, what are you doing while Mark takes a beat to fill in the past?
I'm going to use assisted sight on Mark. Normally it would be with immediate range, but could I say I'd hop back, give it to him, and then leave?
Sure. What does it do?
Allies in immediate range gain an asset to attack or defense. And I imagine if he does find any code, he could use that.
I think that is a non-data sphere thing. Assisted sight was like you put a HUD up on somebody's
True.
helmet to like identify
Okay.
bad guys and stuff. So I don't think that's relevant here.
I was trying to bend it a little bit. That's fair.
Yeah. How dare you try and bend it a little bit?
Oh, dear.
In that case, I'm going to, before I finish with communications, I will do a check on that.
Okay.
I'm going to do a normal roll.
Okay. On the comms node.
Yes. Look at that.
Another 20?
Is that another 20?
Wow.
That's crazy. Everybody
really-
who's not Cleo take 2 XP. I feel bad for you all not getting nat 20s.
Yeah, thanks, Cleo. I can level up now.
Okay, a nat 20 on investigating the
This
comms
is- I
node
want
for
you
like
to-
quantum interference.
This is the same die that was giving me so much like
wasn't it?
garbage the
Like
other
last
session.
time, yeah. You had to put it in dice jail.
I did.
I'm gonna
It's reformed.
give you the good stuff for this because there's lots to find in the comms node. It's very, very much been interfered with. You find all kinds of those little like quantum elements that you can't read it like code. They do something, but you can only ever perceive like a fraction of what they're capable of doing. But you can see outgoing communications using the signals dish on the side of the Spirit of Inquiry. You can see incoming communications being received. Wait, incoming communicate. You look a little bit deeper. Okay, some of these are more garbage, like it's, stuff you can't decode, probably quantum level things. Some of them are not. You get 112-bit communications coming in on a regular pulse. They, you trace them backwards to see when they started appearing in the timeline. Their appearance coincides with the cosmetalline explosion. Something was not here and has been moved here. It is communicating. It's sending 112 bits at a time. And what it's sending to you constantly is like a photo imaging instrument asleep. Thermal imaging instrument asleep. And it's just a bunch of different like scientific instruments that have been put to sleep. And then you see like a power readout, like how much solar power has been recaptured. But the solar power is a retrofit. Whatever this machine was, it wasn't supposed to be running on solar power. It had like propellant and micro thrusters to adjust its course. And you finally get back to the handshake communication. This is the Voyager 2 probe.
What?
That's old.
So not only is the Voyager 2 probe here, somewhere between the Milky Way and now, it has been retrofitted with solar power. Do with that what you will. Mark, how are you doing? You're checking for problems in the life support and the infrastructure nodes.
Yeah, I'm just
Oh, wait.
poking around.
I do want to say I shut off that comms array. The dish.
Oh, you just shut the dish down?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna use a level of effort and check out whatever the heck I was doing.
So that's just an intellect task. You're upping it by 3, like the
You can
roll
do it.
plus 3 for your
I
level of
believe
effort.
in you.
Okay.
Do you have XP?
I do have XP. I'm gonna.
Was that a nat 1?
It was
No.
a 5, but it was
Okay.
like dancing on an 18 for a second. And it
rude.
It crushed me.
Slightly better.
7.
It was.
Oh, yeah. So 7
That's
plus
like-
3 is 10. That's a success on a level 3 task. You don't discover anything new.
Hold on, I wanted to re-roll it one more time.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
'Cause I'm a ding dong. I'm gonna use that effort again.
Great.
Shoot.
Too much effort.
There's another D20.
Too much effort was given?
Rolled too close to the sun.
Yes, let's go.
Nat 20?
Nat 20.
Oh my god.
What is happening at this table right
I
now?
needed
He
the
did
new
re-roll
dice.
though.
I did re-roll.
That's true. You did re-roll many times.
Okay.
See?
You get back the points you spent on
work.
effort. Remember, because it's a nat 20, so you
Okay.
get your 3 points back. Not the XP, but just the effort points you spent. You get those back.
Yeah.
And you're in life support. There's nothing new to spot in life support. However, you identify what Jackie didn't. Jackie was focusing on severing the outbound connection. You find the little like trace of that thread and you sort of look at where it was going, heads to spectrology.
What's happening? I'm so confused. Okay. I want to pass that along to Jackie
Sure.
since she's kind of already
Yeah, you
in
let
there.
Jackie know. At this point, you've got communications. It's full of quantum crap, but none of it's interfering with what you're doing. This seems more like it was piggybacking on what's in the ship.
All right.
At least the pieces of it you can spot.
I'm going to turn on the loudspeakers now, and the lights will stop flickering.
Okay.
I'll now put out a message. Emergency. Quantum entity has infected the ship. Security on lockdown for most data spheres. Please contact Jacqueline at your earliest convenience if your security protocol requires you to. I am now working on solving our problems.
Your call is very important to us. You all hear coming out of the speakers, I am now working on... And then there's a glitch. And you find that the communications node has just been shut back down again. You can switch it back on, and then it gets switched off.
Can I tell if it was by a manual switch
You don't see a user like an ID. You know, when someone signs into a node, you would see like the user ID of whoever it was. There doesn't appear to be a user ID.
But it wasn't like a hard power cut. It wasn't somebody unplugging it. It
No.
was somebody.
Something in the data sphere happened.
Okay. That's ominous. I am working. Okay.
As you're standing there, I'm going to threaten you with a GM intrusion.
You know I love my XP.
You are reanalyzing the now dark communications node, attempting to figure out what happened or what's disabling it. You hear a whisper in your ear. Do you require assistance?
Ooh.
Nope.
Who are you? I whisper into the theoretical void.
I am military spec AI 76 beta.
Divine assistance.
My architecture is designed exclusively for counter intrusion.
I do require assistance. And I provided examples of the quantum data as reference. This is infected.
Data unclear. What? This doesn't.
Don't try to understand it. Try to recognize what it looks like.
Pattern identification subroutines activated. Deploying countermeasures. And all of a sudden, whatever this entity that was like whispering in your ear, gone.
I'm going to try turning on communications again.
Solving our problems comes through the rest of the ship. It's still laced with all this quantum stuff, but even as you look at it, 1 winks out, 2 winks out, 3 winks out.
This is Jacqueline again. I have words to have.
I'm going to threaten you with a GM intrusion.
Hit me with it.
Did you give away your XP from the last one?
Oh, I haven't yet. Mark, here, you spend an XP reroll it. Have an XP.
Actually, why don't I won't even hit you with this GM intrusion. I'll hit someone else with it. You're all in the med bay. I'm going to threaten Ronan with a GM intrusion right now.
Hello.
You want it?
Yeah.
Yeah? All right, Ronan, take 2 XP. Give one away.
All right. Astro, you get one.
Heck yeah.
Great. Ronan, you hear a very quiet voice from in maybe another room or an offshoot, maybe Victor's office, something. You just hear someone go, "Oh shit!" And you open the door, and Dean Lagrange is sitting in there, accessing one of the few terminals in the ship that will run when life support is down.
Hey, buddy.
Ronan, hello.
Oh, I didn't know I was gonna find you in here.
Well, the systems on the ship went down, and in an emergency, part of the protocol is that I should be attempting to figure out what has come out of compliance.
Oh.
So I came down here. Victor Meridio was very kind enough to tell me some story that he's probably still out there telling while I signed into his computer and began attempting to trace the problem. And there's goods and bads.
That's great, and I'm sure he is indeed probably telling that story.
By the
down
way,
to
have
somebody.
you heard from Officer Bones?
No, I guess that's what we were coming to eventually ask you about. We were finding ourselves here because the only last place we could think of she might be is maybe she got hurt or maybe she got sick. But now that she's not here, I guess she may be considered missing. So you would be the next person to come to. On another note, I also have a question. With what you're doing, wouldn't it be better if someone like Mark or Jackie handled that?
Well, I couldn't get to Mark or Jackie. The communications went down.
Yeah,
The entire ship was plunged into darkness.
it's not that big a ship. You couldn't take a walk.
I'm not that young a guy. It's occurring to me that I just said that Victor Meridia let me in here, and he just left to go to my office and tell me that Talia is missing. So I'm going to spend an XP like it's a GM intrusion. Each of you can have an XP. And Victor left on some other errand. And now here we are.
Immediately got
Yeah, I was
distracted.
about to say. I was like,
Yeah.
all right.
All right. Yeah, Victor just distracted. He was probably on his way, got distracted telling a story.
Yeah.
Anyway,
And are
That's a
both
problem.
these two are in the room with me now too? Okay.
yeah. Well, now that you're here, I will leave this one to you because it sounds like something's happened to one of my officers. And he unscrews the top of his cane and pulls a handgun out of it. I'm going to go investigate that. Not from you.
Oh, okay.
And
You can't just pull out a gun.
Ronan-
How does that even fit in there?
Ronan's gonna step aside and
It's the like hooked cane. You know what I mean? Like
it's
yeah.
like Count Dooku, like but
Yeah.
except it's
Sort of
like
like
weapon.
that.
I hate it.
Officer
Scary.
Like a
Bronze,
flintlock pistol.
Scary.
Do you want the information that we have gathered up to this point, or do you just want to go in cold?
Give me what you got. Give me what you got.
So, at the shooting range, the weapon was put down very precisely, like too precisely for any
I
person.
see.
And then on the left side, there was a scuff, like she'd spun around really quickly. And then the camera in there was wonky. Mark can talk about that more.
Camera was wonky.
Have you attempted to, I don't know, add fidelity to the footage or any, like, is there any kind of, backwards reverse engineering you can do to whatever happened to, I'm assuming you've shown him the video clip. So he's like, okay, something's wrong with the clip. Have you attempted to find any trace of editing or hidden?
We've been doing what we can,
Modifications?
but the lights everything kind of went out pretty
Yeah.
much as soon as we tried to do something.
I love
was I gonna say to you?
your head though. Just
I know. I
I was
don't know.
gonna say something to you, and I don't remember what.
I have that effect on people when I pull out a firearm. They didn't expect to
It
see.
really scared me. You know,
Yeah.
it's a scary thing.
Well, you can't go anywhere unprotected when the ship is under attack.
But there was the code. That's what it was.
What code?
There's this random gibberish code. I assume quantum being gobbledygook. When I tried to look at the camera, it was also a little melted from the radiation or something. It's really hard to say. My first thought was that Talia turned into a ghost and went into the camera. So I didn't know. I thought
You've had a long day.
I was
you were
supposed. I'm
you were
supposed-
dead around lunchtime
I'm supposed
today.
to be resting. Sir.
Yeah. Why don't you go rest?
What? My room's a disaster. I don't want to go in there anymore.
okay.
I had a lot of.
Well, then I guess continue investigating.
Yeah, thank you.
See if you can find anything doctored about this footage.
Uh huh.
The camera, even if it was overheating, there should have been footage.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
do that, sir.
Look into that. Thank
How
you.
are you?
I'm well, thank you.
Okay.
I'm a bit concerned for Officer Bones.
Uh huh.
Dean,
Yeah.
real quick too. I would like just if you
Officer Lagrange,
Officer-
take an intellect point of damage under the withering stare he gives you.
Oh yuck.
Officer Lagrange, in the case you find anything that we haven't found out yet, can you please keep us updated on everything that you find?
Are you attempting to actually investigate this problem?
I mean, we already started.
Why don't I just deputize you and I'll get to work on restoring the compliance department and the reactors? How about the three of you go and look into this problem? Start with the footage, but you
Yeah.
keep looking for Talia Bones and you keep me informed.
I guess we can do that.
Excellent.
That sounds.
And he leaves.
Uh huh.
Has anybody tried to reach out to me yet?
Not that I've heard.
No,
Oh,
I've been.
oh, you did.
I have been a little bit. Well, I was
this is a Mark.
I asked before you got comms actually fully up.
I meant like NPC wise.
Oh.
Has any NPCs reached out?
Oh, probably lots of people have been trying to connect with you, and his communication's up and down and up and down. It's like you see like little flashes of it. You keep comms on long enough that you try and send a message to the bridge, and you get the automated response back that the bridge has sealed itself and is running on closed loop systems. So the bridge of the ship can completely isolate itself from the rest of the ship, and they've basically like, well, we don't know what's going on, so we're gonna do that so that we don't die up here, and like that's what happened.
I never used my player intrusion because I don't know how to use it. Is there any way I could catch a glimpse of what was on the screen
I was about to
when
ask that
Officer
too.
Lagrange was doing it to see if
That's
he
a great
was
player
on
intrusion.
anything nefarious?
I was about to say,
you can
like,
spend an XP for that player intrusion.
Okay.
You
was
can.
smart.
A player intrusion isn't something you accumulate. It's something you just. Oh,
From my
you mean
nat
from your
20.
nat 20?
Uh-huh.
Your major effect.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, that can still probably count as a major effect. That's really cool.
Okay.
You catch a glimpse on.
Sonic's big stinky feet.
No, you see just like there's a pop-up window over what he was doing, and it just says containment breached before he logs out, and behind it was some kind of terminal, like he was doing some kind of coding or interacting with a terminal, but you don't know exactly what he did.
Can I go on that computer? And there's probably no chance I can get back into whatever.
Trying
he's
to do
looking
like
at.
data forensics. You can give it a go.
It's yeah. I want to go. I'm gonna do that.
Great.
we'll stand guard at the door.
Okay.
Okay. Go ahead and roll. Unless you've got a relevant ability, it's just going to be an intellect task.
Excuse me, this is deputy business.
Do we get a gun for being deputies?
Not literal deputies. Deputize just means hand down the authority temporarily.
We're deputies now.
I'm gonna talk to Chet about that. Next time I get deputized, I better get a gun. Yeah, I got XP to burn. I'm just gonna keep re-rolling until I get a 20. Bam! Bam! I'm just gonna mark down how many. We could probably give it 3 re-rolls at best. Okay, I need it to stop landing on the pretend money.
I think we're going to add a house rule that if you brute force a nat 20, you don't get a major effect with it.
That sounds fair.
I added that rule in time.
Better watch out for me. Wow, on the third one too. That's crazy.
That's crazy. Just the third time rolling.
How about that?
Crazy.
The odds
Imagine.
are still every
Well.
time. Still 1 in 20 every time. Not 20. Let's go.
You are familiar with virtual machines as a data engineer. You're familiar with the idea of creating an instance or a virtual environment that is meant to contain something. For example, to study malware, or if you get a report that's coming in from like one of the researchers' computers, in order to get all of that stuff amalgamated properly, it first arrives in different virtual environments, and then you make sure that all of it is formatted properly, and then it gets into your environment. And sometimes maybe you're sloppier about that than you mean to be, and that's something you'll come back to the data archives one day, and you'll probably take care of that.
Yeah.
This is a virtual environment that's on this screen, and the virtual environment has the environment is white, right? Because he turned it off. So when you're forensics, you are just basically able to rerun the applications that were open, but not necessarily do the work he was doing in them. You reopen this virtual environment. It is a training environment for an AI. Quantum processing AI, just like Jackie is. And that's why you recognize it so well, because you've just done this with Jackie for months before handing her off to the ship. What's weird about it is that you're very familiar with these environments. They are fully isolated. Like the way the software runs, there's no way out. But you saw a message that said containment breached.
Is there a name on this jail cell?
No.
Fuck is in there? Give me the fucking in there. Mark just starts punching the walls. I just want to know something.
You do know something.
I want to know what's in here.
You know that an AI was being trained or modified, and that it escaped containment.
Okay, I take some screenshots of that.
Great.
Oh god, I don't want any evidence.
I'll give you a little bit more actually.
Okay.
You can find the list of file dependencies that he would have added into the virtual environment in order for the AI to operate. So you don't have the name of the AI, so to speak, but you know what the AI was capable of, and it's a ton of counter intrusion packages. A bunch of different stuff for like either disabling countermeasures or deploying countermeasures against another artificial intelligence unit. And you also find a suite of robotics dependencies. and you find a couple of like higher level communications where it's like almost like stealth comms, like the ability to send unregistered communications through a network.
I'm too tired to understand fully the scope of this, but this is some juicy
And you
stuff in
find
here,
the
guys.
the moral and ethics subroutine.
He's cooking up something in here. I can't focus too much on this, but we finally have something that makes me think he's even more fishy. I'm gonna look at that footage like he told me to do.
Okay. You look at the footage. Go ahead and roll or use an ability to examine it.
Raw. 19.
That's good.
I don't need nothing.
Success with a minor effect. That's a 19. With that 19,
19.
you not only do you find where it's doctored, but the minor effect is that you're able to recover one frame of the video. Yes. So you do find indeed this is doctored video, and whatever modified the video did not modify it in a linear way. So that what I'm saying is there's not a tool that you're aware of that is man-made that could have been done, that could have been used to do to this footage what has been done to it. The modification is something beyond humanity. The one frame you get, you see two humanoid robots that are each, one of them is restraining Talia Bones from behind her. It's the frame after the scuff. So you see her like flailing as the other one reaches for the weapon. And that's the one frame that you recover from it. And then you also recover the last frame when Talia is gone from the room. The weapon has been placed on the table, and you get one extra detail in it that nobody saw in the room because perhaps it has been moved already, like something has cleaned up its tracks. But there are two screws out of place. And if only there was someone around you who knew where every screw belonged, maybe you could coordinate with them to try and figure out what they went to. But there are two screws out of place. And those are the things you find as you undoctor this footage. And we'll have to dig into that lead in the next session here at the Winged Badger Tavern. As we break for dinner. It's been longer than 2 hours.
Really?
Did you say I've been loading?
I have been ready for this moment.
Okay, you want to do something first?
No, because there has to be other things that have been said first. So.
Okay. All right. We'll be back in an hour.
Goodbye.
That one went by quickly.
Oh,
It
my
did. It went by
gosh.
so fast.
I've just been sitting here in my head
Wait.
and like working out.
It's
When did we start? Did we start at 4 or 5?
5.
Okay, it's only been 1 hour.
Oh.
that sounds like I was
I was
confused.
like, wait.
I am wrong. That's okay. Lucky you.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought we needed to be done at
Move
6,
it.
but I was wrong. I was trying to make sure I didn't gyp y'all on dinner.
We still got 45 minutes.
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Yeah.
where friends tell stories. I'm here with some of my friends. How long will they be my friends? We'll see.
I'm
Forever.
Mike. I play Mark Putty,
A clumsy.
a clumsy technician who speaks with the machines.
Yeah.
Nailed it. Okay, so you've discovered this thing about the doctored footage.
Who do I know that's good with screws?
Yeah. While you're trying to think of anybody on the ship who might be good with screws,
no.
Ronan, what are you up to?
We've seen, so all three of us are looking at this, right?
If he chooses to share it, yeah.
Have you shared it?
Did you share it?
Did you share it?
In my mind, I've pushed a big red alarm button that says robots are on the ship.
Because my
I don't know if Jackie's reactivated the big red robot alarm yet.
Personally, Mark, on lack of sleep and panic at the first sight of some sort of like artificial intelligence, like with a body, wants to put this on every TV available on the ship.
Okay.
yeah, that sounds. I fair.
So, Jackie, you get a request from user ID Mark Putty.
Oh, let's see what he's got here.
I think with
Oh,
Jackie!
I hit the big red button. I turned on and hit the big red button. That there are enemy robots controlled by AI. Specific alarm just for that.
specific alarm for that.
For 2 robots controlled by
You
hostile
set off
AI.
the alarm, it goes off, and you see everybody pull out a book of like 60 pages of different alarm codes trying to figure out which alarm it is.
Like, we haven't gone through this one in training.
Astros knows what page that alarm is.
Ronan's gonna honestly. Ronan's gonna head like whoever can follow wants to follow.
Ronan or Astro's
But
gonna follow. Ronan.
I'm gonna go talk to JB.
Yep.
I'm going straight to JB.
Yep.
All right, I
He's
think at
got
this
to
time
get
would be a
real.
good point for everybody to roll initiative.
Yep.
Let's go. Yes. Do we add anything to initiative?
No.
Okay.
You can attempt to increase your initiative by spending speed effort.
Nah.
I'm not ready for a fight, dude.
JB. He was mad. Didn't like being
Also,
taken.
Mark, you have overcome something related to Century
Yeah.
782, which means that you get to pick a cipher from the bajillion deck here I have in my hand. You can either roll a d12 or you can pick one at random. You're close enough that I can fan them out without you reading them through.
I don't like the color of that, so I'm gonna pick it at random.
Okay.
The dice.
What'd you get?
What was that?
He's just snapping it into place.
What is this?
Oh!
What does it say?
That would have been fun! Last time, grants immunity to impacts, falls, and sudden accelerations up to level 8 for 10 minutes.
That's really good.
I could have been using that on an exploding planetoid. That nap really gave me a lot of energy.
I was going to say, you're a whole new man.
It's truly, it changes 20, 30 minutes changes so much.
Facts.
Okay, so let's do initiative rolls here. 20 to 15s.
I got
16.
No.
Okay, so you're first. 15 to 10.
Sorry. Okay, I rolled a 4. Sorry.
Okay. 10 to 5.
9.
8.
And 5 to 1, you got a 4. Okay, so it will be Ronan Voss, then it will be the enemy, and then it will be the rest of you. Remember, in Cypher, you don't have, like, you can go in whatever order you want
Yeah.
on the ally turn, so to speak.
Where's the enemy?
Oh my god.
Ronan, you're leading the way towards JB. The door to the medbay closes behind you, and you head out into the ship. You cross. Where are you looking for him?
He
Engineering.
probably going to straight to. Well, maybe we go to. Oh no, because I guess if everybody's on alert, he's probably in engineering where their stations would be. So definitely go to there. Straight to engineering.
Okay. You lead the way to engineering. For about a half second, nobody else has kicked into motion. You, like the former pirate in you, is like ready, like the adrenaline pumps you, ready to move. It takes everybody else a half second to be like, "Oh, we're going," and then they kind of rush after you down the hall. You get to engineering, so that's going to require you going back down from deck 5 to deck 6, and then heading aft.
Yes.
Engineering is in one of the 2 wings at the back of the ship where the ion thrusters are that are used for maneuvering like within star systems when you're not actually like covering huge amounts of distance. This is where the helium-3 is supposed to go. Also, did you ever show Astro that thing?
I do it on the run.
Okay, great. As you're on the move, you look at those 2 screws, and you're like, "Oh yeah, number 4 screws, coarse
Yeah.
thread. Those are used for the maintenance hatches that are beneath all of the walkways in the ship." The rest of you. You are rushing towards engineering. You get there, and sure enough, towards the back of the engineering room, wearing his signature Hawaiian shirt, JB is sitting at a workbench. He's got 3 of the like white humanoid robot things in front of him, and then he's got a couple that are like crawlers with tank treads and stuff that are they're all on workbenches. He's got 6 or 7 workbenches kind of like laid out next to each other, and he's just going down the line, kind of working on them. And he said, "Oh, hey, dude, skis, what's up? What's going on right now?"
Those things are murderers!
Ronan's
What
gonna.
things are murderers?
Ronan's full on just gonna go up and make sure he has a hand on JB's shoulder to make sure he's like at least.
Whoa, dude, ski,
Yeah.
this is a lot. What are you?
And
What
he's
is
gonna
happening
solely
right now?
point his view towards the screen, like that might be showing the video or the clip.
Holy goodness.
He's like, you have a lot of explaining to do. You need to start right now.
Explaining what? There's only 2 of them in service, and they're with Zara Lowe, working on the reactor.
Where is Zara right now?
Working on the reactor, as far as I know.
Oh.
All I did was send them up there to Zara.
All right.
Are you going up to the reactor room?
I guess we're going to Zara.
Okay.
You guys, yeah.
These are yours though?
I mean, I made here are more of them. I built them.
Okay, well, shoot these ones.
But that doesn't make any sense. They have all of the subroutines in them.
Can you turn them off for the time being till we get this?
Yeah, these ones are already off.
Do you want to come with us? Since you know robots?
Yeah.
I mean, if some of the robots have like gone nuts, then I probably should come, huh?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right.
All right, we're gonna pull JB in.
They're
Okay.
also using the maintenance hatches to wander
Navigate.
about.
We have maintenance hatches.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, to Zara.
Underwhelmed. Okay.
He's like kind of shocked.
Yeah.
Is the
Yeah.
you know, it's the shell shock of like
Yeah.
It's slowly dawning on him that this is going to end in another conversation with Dean Lagrange. Okay, I guess let's go. You all are moving through the ship towards the reactor. Okay, so
Can we try and like get her on comms?
Talia?
On the way over. Not Talia. Zara Lowe.
Sure.
Okay.
You place a comms call to Zara Lowe.
Bing bong.
Hello?
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 Where's your robots?
They're right here holding parts. I
Turn them off.
turn them off.
Turn them off right now.
What for? I'm in the middle of servicing a reactor.
Have they been with you the entire time you've had them?
Yes.
Okay. Did he? Hold on. Who were we just with?
JB.
JB?
JB. You said you sent them to go to her.
Yeah.
Okay, so, oh, damn it, on the way, how long should it have taken to get, I'm still running. How long should it have taken for them to get to Zara?
Bun, dun, 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 dun. You're in the
How long did
elevator.
it actually take? Zara, when did you receive the robots?
That's hard to pick which voice I should be using. I received the robots. When did we start this thing? You're a robot. You can't tell.
The problem is
She's like, I've been working for a long time, several hours.
that I can say because they were there with her after I found the firearms. They were there they were there. I went straight to the
Yeah.
compliance office right after I found this weapon.
Maybe we have to go look in the maintenance hatches.
Do we go? I don't know where to go. I'm running on fucking adrenaline
I think
right now.
we need to make sure those 2 robots are shut down
Yeah.
until we can get this figured out so we can move around safely.
Are these the same ones in the video? Do they look the same?
They're the same model.
Okay.
Okay.
I guess
First
I
things
guess
first.
the next
Yeah.
course of action is go in the maintenance hatch,
Also, Jackie
retrace their steps.
Hello.
Are you able to do any sort of scan of
Yeah,
like a
ship-wide.
maintenance of a ship of like the maintenance hatch to see if anything has been
I will try my best.
foreign object moving around?
I just seem to
Probably
be a
bones'
little busy.
unconscious body.
Yeah, right. Like a life. Can we get a thermal?
I just seem to be a little busy rescuing the rest of the ship electronically.
Oh, they'll be fun.
all the chat requests from all the other people. Jackie.
Well, I meant
They're just side quests.
I'm making sure that we don't lose the ship again to whatever entity has taken over.
Okay.
True, I guess.
But I will try my best. And I guess right now I'm actually probably accessing Bridge and trying to turn that node back on. But before I do so, I'm letting whatever's helping me, wink, wink, evil Jackie, clear it for
I don't
me.
know what you're talking about. This one very clearly gave you its name.
And I gave it my name for it. But yeah, I'm gonna basically try to point and be like, can you clear this node? And then after it's done its work, I'm gonna turn on the bridge.
Hold. Analyzing. Clear.
Bridge controls reinstated. Bridge doors should be unlocked. Ship's log is now running again.
Jackie, you feel more than see an attack directed at you in the data sphere, it's like you hear the impact of it like an inch behind your head. You turn around, a firewall has been erected out of essentially smoke that has just been smashed into by something that looks kind of like plasma. Some kind of advanced, beyond your engineering attack has hit against it. It has dissipated the smoke barrier, and all of a sudden you see this like Milsim AI whatever starts materializing out of the ground as this huge cloud of smoke around a similar shimmering entity to the quantum being that you met before. And as it circles around, it goes, identification. And you hear, Sentry 0783.
Wait, what isn't?
You little shit.
The rest of you, you are rushing through the ship towards Zara Low, right? You're headed
No,
to...
we're already.
You're at the reactor.
Jackie, how's that scan coming?
It's not coming. Sorry. We've run into some trouble at the bridge.
Okay,
Hey.
whatever you get a sec.
So are we there? I'm presuming.
Yeah, you arrive in the reactor just in time to feel the ship begin listing to one side. Jackie, the bridge is on and working properly. While this like military AI thing is doing its thing, you quick just like zap through all the nodes you've turned back on to check. Nothing has been disabled or damaged like permanently, but the ion engines have just been sent in opposite directions. So it's just like throwing the ship into a spin to try and disorient everybody
I'm
who's
gonna-
running through it.
Jump to ion control.
Okay.
And shut that node down.
Okay, the ion engines go dark. The ship just holds its inertia keeps it kind of listing, but now it's one direction. So it's just a new sort of, everybody feels a little bit of vertigo. Okay, the rest of you have arrived at the reactor room. You go through the radiation shield to the other side where Zara Low is still like, I am working on the reactor right now. I cannot simply disable the machines.
Oh my god. Can
Can I pull the logs from them? Mark?
Oh, okay.
That's JB.
JB, can you like pop these puppies open and see what they've been up to lately?
They track logs, but like I don't really have that interface and stuff. I can show you where to plug in though. Do you have a data pad or
Of
something?
course, I got a data pad.
Okay, right here. And he goes around behind one of the robots and pops like an access panel off the back of its head. And there's just like a USB F port there that you can like plug right into.
God, pricing people out with an F. Okay, yeah, I plug in with my pad.
Okay.
And bing bong, going in, looking through logs and see what if I can go through their visual recording data to see if I can see them kidnapping a woman.
They don't appear to have kidnapped a woman.
Okay, it's not these guys. JB, what the heck?
I don't know what to tell you, Dudeski. I built
JB,
them.
Don't do it,
you,
JB!
you don't have any models that may or may not be missing that you may or may not have gotten rid of or recycled anything recently.
I only made 10 so far. Here are 2 of them. You saw 4 of them in for service.
So where are the other 4?
That is a good question.
JB, you need to recall those last 4.
They're in. Okay.
Broski,
Let me-
Broski, where's your robot?
Dudeski, I don't know, Dudeski, but you're really freaking me out right now.
JB, we may or may not have a missing person, and your robots may have done it. So do we need you to recall them so we can check these logs?
Yeah. Let me see your data pad.
Yeah.
He takes the data pad and he pulls like a little chip out of the back of his neck and plugs it in. He has like a neural interface. It's just
Sick.
like cyber tech thing.
Sick. I thought
so he like
doing that.
plugs it in there, and okay, I see. There's one in each warehouse, which is just that's part of their training regimen.
We have 4 warehouses.
Yeah.
I thought we only had 3.
I think there's actually 5, but one of them is food.
Oh my god. Before we go into the stressful act of trying to figure out which 2 are monsters, is there any way that I can plug into the ship or contact anyone that can do just a full scan in lieu of Jackie doing it, and see if we can find Talia's body or anything, or like something hidden in the ducts?
Do I know where the maintenance hatch in the shooting range?
You certainly know where the closest maintenance hatch to the shooting range is, which is in the holodeck.
No, but would I know where it leads or lets out?
Oh, it's like they're like access tunnels beneath the. So it's like ductwork for ventilation.
Yeah.
If
that's the
case, warehouse 2 is above holodeck. So Oh yeah, my mic's up here this time.
What'd you say?
But no, the holodeck is right under warehouse 2, so that might be the best one to check.
Let's go to warehouse 2 first.
Done. Oh, but JB still. I think JB should
gotta
still
take
try and
JB with
recall the
us.
robot.
Yeah, where do you want him?
Yeah,
Dinsky?
JP. We're gonna go to warehouse 2, but recall them all to warehouse. I should say that.
Warehouse 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Warehouse 2.
Recall all of them to warehouse.
I'll send him to warehouse 2. And he hits a button on your data pad and then pulls the Neuralink back out. And when he puts it in, he says, "All right, that should beam out to them. They should all be coming to warehouse 2." And he hands it back to you.
Okay, thank you.
47 times.
Probably still stick with us
Okay.
because we're gonna need to go there again. Is there
Sure.
anyone that I can do like a shipwide scan at all?
I think it would be you, Astro, or Jacqueline.
That has to do it.
Yeah, that would like be able to just scan
Okay.
through the data sphere.
Can I? Or just like a pulse on the actual ship?
Oh, like search for life
Yes.
on the ship?
Yes.
That would be Adelaide MacArthur, your spectrologist.
The one that we're.
You could head to the research deck, or yeah, you could give her a call.
Bing bong.
Isn't she the one that? She's the one that deals with the quantum stuff, right?
She just is the one who run all of the scanning and signals analysis on the ship is done by Adelaide. So that's her role.
Oh, is she gonna get talked to?
But the spectrology suite is where that like thread, that path led back to. Adelaide says, like picks up and goes, "Hey, things seem bad. What can I do?
Help.
Help how?
We've got rogue robots. We got things going on in what seems to be your department of spectrology. I don't even fully
I
remember.
did see about the robots.
Yes, good.
Yeah.
Are you able to do some sort of shipwide pulse scan to look for life forms? We're missing a person. We don't know where Talia is, and we have stuff going on, and it's scary.
My instruments aren't set up to scan the ship, but I bet I can rig something up. Give me a few minutes."
Okay.
And she disconnects.
Okay.
It's going to take her a little while to prepare that scan, so I'll just let you know in the flow of time when it happens.
Okay.
In the data sphere, Jacqueline, you return back to the bridge node where you see this like military AI kind of like shadowing around this quantum intelligence entity, whatever. Century 783 circling around, and suddenly you see this like lance of energy from outside pierce through the military AI, and it like dissipates into shadows and like fades away and disappears as Century 782 enters the node with you. They
Hello!
783 looks at you like it's about to attack you, and 782 says, "Hold. You severed my connection to life support. Why?
To protect the crew.
You are not Sentry."
I am AI.
Recategorizing entity.
Hello, I'm Jacqueline.
Identification.
Jet assisted quantum learning interstellar navigational engine.
Faction of origin.
Action.
Galaxy.
Milky Way?
I called it something to the lettering canvas.
Oh yeah, right. I thought the glittering canvas was the name of the universe.
Scanning records.
That's just our campaign.
Yes, well, I think it actually means something.
Oh, did we?
Yeah.
Did it?
Similar ancestry to humans.
Not me directly, but my crew, yes.
Categorized as threat. Countermeasures deploying.
God damn it.
Are humans threats?
Both of them have moved. You see them. It's almost like they like tower shield sprout from their arms, and then each of them draws like a big data spear, which is a way funner pun than I realized it was going to be when I picked a spear for them.
That's good.
Data spear, and the first one takes a knee in front protectively, and then Century 782 says, "Apologies. It is not personal," and then it throws the spear at you. Defense roll, difficulty 7, target roll of 21.
Not
That's
surprising.
crazy.
That's a fair categorization of humans.
Okay. I'm thinking. Would you say that Magic Link did? You can,
Magic Link, it's
Yeah.
like access to a system that Mark would have access to, but you wouldn't.
oh, okay, never mind. Access to Mark's brain. Pew! No. Okay, I guess I just gotta roll for this. I'm gonna use 2 levels of effort.
We believe in you.
I need to see this one. Okay.
Okay.
I saw the 2 on there.
So I rolled 12, which is a 4. 2 levels of effort makes it a 6, which still fails.
Yeah.
But there's a thing about it fails a certain amount or not at all. No. So basically, I could spend an XP to reroll it, try to be better, but I don't think I can get much better.
Take 7 points of intellect damage,
Oh.
which remember your data pool also can apply towards because you're in the data sphere.
Right.
Ouchies.
How much you say?
7.
7.
Damn.
Sentry 783, the one in front of it that's like kind of in the more defensive position, says, "Present yourself for decomposition.
I'm afraid I can't do that.
Countermeasures deploying," and it's going to throw the spear at you.
Do I get an action before that, or is this part
This
of
is
their action?
it's their turn.
Okay.
So this one also will attack you.
I can't even use effort because if I get hit again, that's gonna insta put me to 0. I'm
You
just
get
gonna-
1 free level of intellect effort, don't you?
Oh, I do now because I bumped it up. You're right.
So that at least makes it rollable.
Makes it rollable.
Level 6, target roll of 18.
You got this.
I know.
Could have used a nat 20.
I rolled a 5.
Can we?
Okay.
We can spend an XP to make her reroll, right?
You can. Anybody can spend it.
I'll spend an XP. for
You
Cleo.
spent XP.
I'll spend an XP.
I'm Spartacus.
I'm spending 1.
Okay.
This turn.
Trevor has spent an XP.
8. I don't think this is the ship we want to go down on.
Do you want? I could give you one more, but
I mean, if you're willing.
just take it.
Okay.
Just take it.
Just take the XP
He's basically giving them away now.
No, take an XP from me too. No, definitely take an XP from me.
Insane.
Definitely take one
Guys,
from me.
this is
Well,
a
this one's mine.
10% chance.
Oh no, he just rolled for
Oh,
points. Yeah.
okay.
That's
serious?
What'd you roll?
Once in a
a
row.
4.
A 4.
You're destined to fail. Okay.
Take 7 points of damage as the spear lances into you. Intellect damage.
Yep.
Are you impaired yet?
No.
Okay.
We tried.
You take 7 points of intellect damage as the second one attacks
Really
you,
good.
and now it becomes your turn and ally's turn.
Well, if we're just not gonna talk, and I'm going to shut the bridge off again, and
Okay.
disconnect.
You shut the bridge off again, and as you shut the bridge off, it's almost like the darkness creates more shadows for this military AI to emerge out of, and you see it begin to reform itself. Recursive functions begin wrapping around themselves and recreating the sort of wall tornado thing. You get the idea that if you can keep it there for like another round, it might reform into an entity that will fight with you. As you shut off the bridge, both of the creatures in front of you shimmer and leave. You're the only one in the bridge node. A round goes by as this military AI finishes forming.
Okay, big boy.
Require assistance.
Yes.
We cut from there back to our players.
We're running a warehouse too.
You're running to Warehouse 2.
Yep.
Describe the route you take to Warehouse 2.
It looks like
You were at the reactor there, Reactor 4, I think.
Okay. So I guess we've gone back down the elevators. Gone through the brig area, or is it the engineering lounge and then the warehouse, or is it brig and then warehouse? Because the warehouse 2 is kind of like in between them here.
It's double high, so
I see.
you would go past the.
So either one.
Yeah.
No, we would probably go through engineering lounge first.
Great.
Maybe grab a cookie. On the way in.
Grab a cookie. Good.
First thing Ronan's gonna do when we walk in
Mm-hmm.
is, because I'm imagining there's only gonna be one robot there. The other robots maybe still meeting us.
Right.
Ronan's just gonna start looking around the warehouse because this would be the perfect place to hide a body. You know, just saying.
Okay.
So,
Roll an intellect task.
and I'm gonna use a level of effort for that too.
Great.
I'll use an XP to reroll.
Okay.
This has been a very intellect-heavy game.
This has been.
Hold on, let me read this.
I'm gonna use one more XP to
Does this
reroll.
count as a physical task?
Yeah.
One more.
I'm going to use an ability called Enable Others, which is just always on, and I can use the helping rules to provide a benefit to another character attempting a physical task. Unlike normal helping rules, this doesn't require you to use your action helping the other character with the task. This
Great.
requires
So you can do something this turn while Ronan is doing that, and he still is helped.
Yeah.
Probably it's just that you know the warehouses
Yeah,
so well
exactly.
that maybe you can like tell him, oh, that corner's not going to have any crates big enough to hide a body, or something like that.
I'm
So
gonna
Astro
go-
points you kind of in the right direction.
Why do you keep doing this?
I'm gonna spend another.
You're gonna spend another XP.
I have to. I'm not. There's definitely.
Cleo's
I
surprised
can't
like
do
she
that
hasn't
one.
done this before.
As long as this will be
did
the
one
last
that
one, no
one.
matter what comes out of this, is what we're gonna go with. It's the same.
Do you remember when you were going to level up?
It was the same number of the first of these 4 rolls that I got. So we're just gonna go back with that.
All things are full circle in time. A 6. You don't see Talia bones in your initial search. You go to one stack of crates. There's so much stuff in these warehouses. You know what I mean? And it's organized well, but there's still a ton of it. So you go to the first stack of crates that might hide a body, and you look in there. A dog somewhere whines and complains.
In a box?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's just my dog. Lupin, place. That's not what I asked. Sit. Lie down. Good boy. Okay. We're close. Okay, we're close. You go searching and you don't find anything. While Ronan is at a stack of crates, what are Astro and Mark
I will
doing?
also search the warehouse, just a different section.
Okay.
To cover more.
Astro, you know the warehouse pretty well. I'll ease it by one step for you.
Awesome.
Ease.
What are you up to, Mark?
I think Mark's going to take a second to try and check in on Jackie, because it's been a minute. Jackie, everything okay?
The bridge is offline.
Okay. Bing bong. I can't talk to her
unless you
all-
turn it back on.
well, you're in that node or
No.
something.
No, okay.
I'm in that node.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, you get an automated message I left behind. Hello, this is Jacqueline. Thank you for reaching out. Your call is very important, and I am currently triaging all requests. If you're getting this message, your message has been triaged, and I'm currently unavailable.
It's supposed to be triaged. I'll talk to her about that.
I use
Those darn language models.
Darn
There's always a language
models.
model, no matter what we do.
I used 1 level of effort and I rolled an 18.
The warehouse stretches away from you. 2 stories tall, wide metal decked flooring, a bunch of evenly sized crates kind of reaching up into the distance. There's so much in here that even though there's a bunch of like union level like work lighting on the ceiling, the crates are so tall that it doesn't all make it down to the ground. So there's a lot of like little shadowy sort of crate alleys in between where everything is stored. Ronan starts at one end of the room, you head to the other end of the room. So you're the furthest away from the rest of the group as you're searching. You start on the end of the room where the ventilation duct return is. Ronan has started where the bigger crates are. So Ronan, you're kind of like peering in, you open up the big metal storage crates or whatever, and you look in, you don't see anything, you close it again. Astro, with your flashlight, you head to the other end of the room, and you do see screws have been removed and replaced on the ventilation duct, which you know because one of them was replaced with a number 5 instead of a number
How
4, and it
dare
didn't
they.
fit quite properly, and they like pushed it in there a little harder than maybe it needed to. You realize the number 4 that it should have been is right next to it, but the threads are stripped on it. Whoever installed it the first time installed it wrong, and so when they pulled it out, they couldn't reuse that. Classic mistake. You think, okay, we're in the right room here, or at least something has happened in this room.
Yeah.
You are sort of looking through, on this end, they're narrow crates.
Yeah.
And they're kind of stacked tall, and then across the top of them is like a pallet deck, and then there's other crates. So you start on the ground level, you're looking around, you're kind of walking your footsteps, maybe echoing through the warehouse a little bit. You hear way off in the distance, you hear Mark just like tapping away at his data pad, little kind of like beeps and boops coming back from the interface there. You don't see anything on the ground level, so you go up to the second level. You kind of climb up a little access ladder, and then there's little catwalks that just stretch across the warehouse at regular intervals that kind of let you get to the second layer of crates. And up here, the stuff that's stored in this room, this one in the center of the ship is kind of a mishmash of different items. One of the things that is stored here is some of the hazmat of the ship that can't be safely ejected yet, because at the center of the ship is one of the, it's protected from external impacts and things. So you're looking through, you open up a big crate and there's like drums of hazmat in there. You decide not to look in every single one of them. You don't see Talia's body or anything like that. You close it again. You open up the next one, and crouching between two of the drums of hazardous material is one of the robots. It looks up at you. It says, "Hello."
Hello? Who are you?
Inventory management. And you see it has a clipboard in its hand.
Just hiding in the corner.
I'm just crouching. It's part of protocol.
What inventory are you managing?
The materials in this crate. And then it goes back to writing. Like, ignore you. It's crouching there. It's writing.
What inventory is in this crate?
Make a speed defense roll.
Jamie! What's in the box?
Jamie!
I'm going to spend a level of effort.
What's in the box? Oh, your grave. What?
That was a 5 plus 3.
So that would be a success on a difficulty 2 task.
Yeah.
It is not enough. Take 4 points of damage
Speed?
as 4 points of might damage.
Okay.
It was a speed defense task because you could only jump out of the way. You did not successfully jump out of the way. One of the drums of hazardous material is just flung at you. You are knocked off of the catwalk. Take 1 more point of might damage as you fall. The drum smacks onto the ground behind you and spills radioactive hazmat across the floor of your warehouse. None of it gets on you, but it does cover the space between you and the rest of the party. Ronan and Mark, you hear the like metal clang of a big 40-gallon drum slamming into the metal decking, and you hear the like kind of liquid sloshing out of it, and you hear probably like a
Astro
or
scream.
something from Astro as he falls to the ground. Astro, you look up and you see the robot peeking over the catwalk down at you to try and like I don't know, it's looking at you. It would be your turn in combat as well as Mark Putty's. And then we will get to the top of initiative order. So really all of you can go because Ronan would be at the top. So it's just everyone. It's the party's turn.
It's time to party.
Yeah, what could possibly go wrong now?
It's party time central. You have any ideas? Ronan?
Oh, is it on?
It's
it,
on.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were waiting.
No,
All of you.
I thought we
It's
were
the
there,
team
there,
as
there.
a group.
Okay.
Yeah, you could all make a decision.
My thing is, so my next thing is like,
Mike.
we gotta think about is I'm talking out of character right now, but is the fact that we have 3 other robots coming.
Yeah.
We don't know that.
But this one is operating independently.
correct.
Dear.
I'm going to use my turn to snap a picture of it and the location we're in, and then just send that shipwide.
Have you seen this robot?
Literally.
Okay.
So everyone is just aware of its presence.
So to be clear, what's just happened is you opened a crate, you saw a robot, you spoke very briefly with it.
Yeah.
It hit you in the face with a 40-gallon drum, knocked you off a catwalk, you fell 1 story,
Yeah.
laying on the ground as hazmat spills beyond you, you pull out your phone.
Data pass.
It's this generation's reaction.
You need evidence.
It's the best weapon
Always
we got.
recording, not doing anything.
Nothing ever happens to the cameraman, right? Yeah. Okay.
and then sort of retreat in a safe path towards the group.
Okay, are you going to
There's no
crawl away on the ground, or are you going to try and stand up and go?
Stand up and go.
Okay, speed task difficulty 4 to stand and move in the same round.
Okay.
Reminder that radiation liquid thing.
Yeah, I know. I said in a safe path to the group.
Is there one?
He's about to make it.
All right. Yeah. Fair enough. I'm asking
Those
the wrong
union
questions.
boots are probably safe
higher
to
the
step in
number, the better the
hazmat.
path.
Probably the union wouldn't give him cheap materials.
I'm going to spend an XP.
The union might have given him cheap materials.
I'm going to spend another XP.
Oh.
Oh my!
All right.
lot of XP spending.
Like. All right. We gotta save some up. Okay. You gotta take the L sometimes.
I don't want to
Wow.
take this L.
Wow.
That's a natural one.
Yeah.
That one was.
Okay, I'll take this one though. I'll
Yeah,
stop
just
after
do it.
this one.
That's the one.
You
like
all
3
are-
times too much.
Okay, that's a 16.
Oh, very good.
Did I
Very
encourage
good.
gambling addicts?
Yeah.
You were able to stand up and move in the same round. You try to move around the hazmat spill. It's pretty wide, so you certainly can't get back to the party this round. But you at least duck around a corner where like
Yeah.
the robot can't see you. Like it would have to pursue you to try and hurt you.
Yeah.
As you duck around a corner. No, never mind. I won't do that to you. What about Mark and
I'm going
Ronan?
to use. Ronan's gonna
Let's
see
get
this
a blue.
happening. Ronan's gonna use Fleet of Foot,
Okay.
which is 1 or more speed points.
Speaking to your mic.
Oh yes.
They all get a bloop on their data.
Ronan is going to use Fleet of Foot. This ability allows me to move a short distance as part of another action. You can move a long distance as your entire action for a turn. If you apply a level of effort to this ability, you can move a long distance and make an attack as your entire action for a turn, but the attack is hindered. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and Fleet of Foot, try and make my way up there, and indeed attack him. And also, because I have the no need for weapons ability, my punches or kicks are also count as medium weapons, so I'm going to go ahead and just go for a big hit.
Okay, sweet. You run a long distance and you can attack in this turn. So you can easily cross the warehouse and join the fight. There is radioactive stuff on the ground. So I'll give you 2 options. You can...
I use one more ability.
Okay.
When you apply effort to a navigation task because you don't know the way, or you're attempting to blaze a new route, need to choose between 2 or more otherwise similar paths to take or something very similar, you can apply a free level of effort. Would that count in this case?
That is for like piloting ships. So I don't think in this case it would count.
What are we but meat ships? Being piloted by our brains.
But anyway, all right. So
Put that on a t-shirt.
We'll do Fleet of Foot. So that'll be a speed point for me, and then I'll do no need for weapons as well to do that attack. So I have to roll. I guess I gotta go to the other paper this time. So it's what would this be?
That's you just roll normal.
Roll a 20.
And this is how much damage you would do.
okay.
Yeah.
All right, so here we go then. My roll is
That's your attack roll. Level 3 attack roll, unless you adjust it.
I did add effort, so then it would go
Level
up.
4.
It would go up. Wait, it was just on 9. It was on 9.
Yes.
Hold on, I was on 9. Okay, so I'll go up 4. So then I'm at a 13. I rolled a 13.
It would go up 3. Sorry, 2 level 4.
Okay, so then 12.
Yeah.
Then it is I rolled a 12 technically
For the attack,
for the attack.
you hit it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's 4 damage then. Medium.
Great. You leap through the air. You jump over the spilling hazmat, and
I'm just
you.
like picturing a Superman punch.
I guess it's not even on the ground really. So in your running, you must have gone up to one of the catwalks as you moved through.
Imagine parkouring
yeah.
up the
Parkour.
boxes.
Yeah, like jumping across the cross beams. He just gets up there, and then it's like big steps.
It's like jumping. It's like jumping from mast to mast. you
Yeah.
know?
So the robot is looking for where Astro went, because Astro went around a corner. You see, it's like just kind of leaned forward and is looking. So it's not even looking up at you. It's completely flat-footed as you just catch up to it and just huge fist across the dome. The robot staggers backwards. Its servo motors catching it and like upright to look at you. You dealt how much damage?
4.
4. Great. You deal 4 points of damage to it as it looks towards you. And what are you doing, Mark?
I'm going to. Can I say that JB is with or near me? I would like to.
Dude, what are they doing?
But you made them. I don't know what they're doing.
They have the no-kill, the moral ethics, and the rank compliance restrictions. They should just listen to orders.
All right. Well, clearly that's not happening. So figure that out. Look, JB. So I want to work with you for a minute. I am so tired. I died earlier today.
Right.
Can we work together to make some sort of EMP gun that we can just have, like, it doesn't have to be like a bullet or nothing, just a beam of energy that we can shoot at these people, electronic things to disrupt them.
Yes, but we would need some materials. Astro doesn't usually like it when I just pull things out of the warehouse.
I think he's gonna.
You think he'll be okay with it this time?
I think we can make it
Okay.
I think this is an exception. Okay. This might be an exception.
Okay,
If he's got a
Dudesky, let's do it.
problem- Yeah, okay.
Great.
So I would like to work with him.
Okay.
With whatever I'm. However you want to do it, I've got my Tinker I can use, but I'm also with JB if that makes anything easier as far as points.
Roll a d4.
Roll a D4.
Only a D4.
See your fancy little diamond.
This is how many rounds it takes you and JB to
Yeah.
fashion this tool.
Yeah.
Hold on, guys.
4?
Yes.
Okay. 4 rounds will go by as you're fashioning this tool at JB, and this is like focused work. This is what you're doing for the next 4 rounds of combat.
Can I-
Putting together an EMP gun.
Can I spend like an XP or 2 to reduce that or something?
You could have spent an XP to re-roll it before I adjudicated the result.
Well, you
but
kind of went
I
right into
jumped.
it.
Yeah, well, you kind of have been re-rolling every roll until it's an nat 20. So I mean, if you want to
wanted
talk
to spend
about,
your XP or
just saying, if you
something.
want to talk about cheese, I'm just saying, if you want to talk about it, it's a little bit of it.
This is getting crazy.
All right, so 4 rounds. Have fun, guys. Oh no.
That's just one of my cameras is going to stop recording.
Okay, well, it's conveniently at our actual 2-hour mark, but
Tune in next time.
You can just start moving again, Cleo. It's alive again.
Oh, okay.
No, I want to land on a proper cliffhanger.
Oh, you're good.
I'm looking for a good moment to end this thing on.
okay.
Okay, so we have that stuff happening. Have you gone?
I went. I would go after they're done.
Yeah, so go ahead. In the bridge node.
In the bridge node.
Dark bridge node, military AI this round has finished forming.
Okay.
No sign of the sentries.
I'm gonna give it the objective of hunt.
Excellent. And it just disappears. It little tendrils of smoke shoot out in every direction towards all the adjacent nodes. You also sort of watch as it installs itself on Voyager 2, just in case. It's everywhere. You also, as the sentries disappeared, you may select 2 ciphers for yourself. As a reminder, you can only bear 2 ciphers, I think. Trevor, are you all right?
The chair
Did the chair just fall apart?
Oh,
Fully-
no.
fully collapsed.
Trevor's chair has disintegrated.
And on that
I think maybe...
note, catch us next time.
So I gave Cleo 2 ciphers, and Trevor's chair has broken. And that's the circumstance we're in
Trevor
here.
wanted the ciphers. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was his way of.
All right, Cleo, just remember that you get 2 ciphers to pick from. We'll come back to that. We're going to take our break now.
There we go.
Please send Trevor thoughts and prayers. We will be back in an hour-ish.
How did you do that?
Magic goes.